Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, I'm a little off here. Let me see. So, it's been hard to find recipes that are actually quick enough to be doing them in a 15-minute live. So, we did some prep work today. Had to do it beforehand because these took 20 minutes to bake, 18 minutes. But I'm gonna tell you, these are delicious. So I love a crouton. I love a crunch in my salad. And usually I throw seeds and nuts and, egg usually on my salad, but I love a crouton because, I don't know. I just like it. So one, if you're doing a store-bought crouton, the organic ones will be made with non-fortified flour, which y'all know by now. I'm a fan of non-fortified. Hey, Kim. But of course, it's the carbs, it's whatever. And you're not using a whole lot. But so I set out to make a healthier version, and I've got two options for you today. So this is, and I'm gonna try to put a reel together because I did videotape me making these. So I'm gonna try to get that done. Not real good at that though. Okay, so here's what we did. It was sesame seeds. It was a 1/4 cup of sesame seeds, a 1/2 cup of pumpkin seeds, a 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds, 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts, and you all know I measure from my heart, right? So, and I love my hemp hearts. Now, hemp hearts are going to add protein to the mix. And my favorite, chia seeds. Okay, so about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. And again, let your heart do the measuring. So, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, chia seeds, hemp hearts. Those are the seeds. Then you take 1 egg white, and this is similar to what I do with my my granola that I made several weeks ago. 1 egg white, a tablespoon of avocado or olive oil. You're not putting this at a high temperature. It's baking at 325. So olive oil is okay in this because you're not getting it up to a super high temperature. And then pick your spice. Whatever spice you want. I am a fan of za'atar. I think it's such a good seasoning, and it's a little bit different. You can do Italian seasoning. So za'atar, if you're not familiar with it, has hyssop. It's a Lebanese spice or Middle Eastern spice. Hyssop, sesame seeds, sumac. This one has olive oil and salt in it. Sumac is a really cool spice. It's one of those things that you kind of taste it and you're like, oh, there's something different in this. So I like different. So whip your egg white, put your seasonings in there, then pour it on top of all of your seeds. Pour it on top of all of your seeds. Spread it out thin, as thin as you can. It's a little weird. It's kind of thick and sticky, of course. So it was, it was a little rough to put. I know, I love my chia seeds. But it was a little rough to spread out thin. So I kind of watched it in the middle and broke it up, but you don't want to break it up too much because it just turns into seeds. So the goal is, the goal is chunks. The goal is chunks. Pretty delicate, but 325, you bake that for about 18 minutes until it dries. Throw it in a jar, should last a week. Now, let me tell you the macros. The whole batch, of course, 105 grams of fat, 42 carbs, and 51 protein. And I didn't figure out the fiber, guys, but let's ballpark it. So we've got about 12 or 14 grams of fiber from the chia seeds. I used a little more than two tablespoons, but 2 tablespoons of chia seeds has about 8 or 9 grams of fiber. Your protein, I love this thing. Fiber, 2 2 fiber, so 4 fiber from the pumpkin seeds. You've got the sesame seeds. Now, the thing about the seeds is amazing for your hormones, amazing for your thyroid. The trace minerals that are in all of these seeds are fantastic for hormone balance. So great for your gut because the fiber is feeding, hi Susan, the fiber is feeding the good bacteria in your gut. So wonderful for your gut, amazing for your hormones because the essential trace minerals are helping to support everything. You get no insulin surge from it, so metabolically beautiful. Now you can, I have 2 versions of the recipe. This recipe has hemp hearts in it. That's where we're getting our protein. There's another version of this that you're putting collagen in it, 2 scoops of collagen. And I'll be honest, the collagen would probably make it hold together a little bit better because you would mix that in with the egg and the oil and it would make it more pasty. So it would give it a good background base to hold together. But same thing. And honestly, I finished my collagen this morning. I have to get more. I finish it in my coffee. But I would probably double it up because we can't go wrong, right? So I would do the hemp hearts and the collagen in it. And like I said, I like the thought of the collagen just to mix with the egg white to give it a paste to stick together a little bit better. But totally the same, just a matter of swapping it out. If you're using collagen, now this recipe, it's using the collagen without the hemp hearts. So it would even have more protein, but the whole recipe, it goes from 51 grams of protein to 63 grams of protein when you swap out the collagen for the hemp hearts. So if you did both, we're at over 70 grams of protein now for the whole thing. So throw it on your veggies, especially, if we're doing like some of the broken pieces, right? Some of the broken pieces, throw them on roasted vegetables, throw them in your salad. Fantastic. And one other thing I wanted to mention about these is, okay, you can make it sweetish, like a little sweet, savory kick kind of. The recipe does call for, there's an option to add unsweetened coconut. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of coconut. I like coconut, but I would say I would use that in a salad that might have apples in it or pineapple or maybe like a summer salad. Not real sure if I'd like it with a savory, but if you try it with the coconut, you let me know. So that is that. It's a win. I'm so happy. And it's delicious. So now, man, it's delicious. Honestly, it is so good that I would look at this as a sweeter granola. So if you watched my live with my granola recipe, that is there's not as much protein, but for a granola, it's the highest protein I could get. And it's pretty robust and hearty, big chunks, sweet. It's really good. And especially if you're using some of the, throw some cashew butter, almond butter, anything like that on it. And it's like a treat. This, you could absolutely make like a cracker out of it. We can make a sweet version of this to use as a sprinkle topping over coconut ice cream. If you want to indulge regular ice cream, and just throw that on because it is that good. So I might try a sweet version of it. All right. So, I've been diving deep into thyroid issues. I created a masterclass. We are doing it. I am doing the masterclass live for free next Thursday. Next Thursday at 6:30. Trying to work out a good time slot. I did my last workshop. Oh, Nancy, yeah. It's somewhere in my feed. But I'll get that granola recipe to you. And your protein powder would be so good with it. Okay, so my masterclass, I did my last one, did my last workshop at 7:30. We're going to try this one out at 6:30. And I'm telling you, guys, it has been, 3 weeks, no less than a dozen research papers I have gone through, and have done the absolute deep dive into thyroid health. Selfishly, I did this for me. I know I shared with you having a lot of issues because my thyroid has only been managed by my TSH. So I dove even deeper than the labs I include in my panel, which of course is making me, hey Jackie, which of course is making me expand my root cause panel, because it is so important to really get a good look at the thyroid, because it affects every single system in your body. Every single system in your body. I cannot stress that enough. I have a diagnosis with Raynaud's disease 20 years ago, my thyroid. Kidney issue 8 years ago, my thyroid. So if we keep digging deeper and deeper, it's like taking the layers off of an onion. You keep digging deeper, deeper, and deeper and deeper. The root cause is always there. So had my thyroid been managed more thoroughly and more at a root cause issue, and again, this is our system. If not my provider, it is our system, our insurance-driven system that dictates what we as providers are allowed to do, what they will pay for. We can't get stuck in that system. This has been huge for me. I've been angry. I've been passionate. I'm quite honestly PO'd. That it has created so many problems. If we just stayed at the root cause and fixed it, all of these other issues would not have disseminated like they have. Now, yes, it took many years for them to develop. But what I was saying, could this be connected? Nope. Could this be connected? Nope. My nephrologist, my kidney specialist. Could this be related to my thyroid? Nope, has nothing to do with it. Well, I have a whole bunch of research that says otherwise. So, I digress. So, that takes me back to the C's are so good for your thyroid. But whole foods, whole healthy foods, food is medicine. We need to look at, I've been saying lately, the devil is in the details, and that is where all of our health starts. Digging deep enough to get to the root, sticking in the details, fine-tuning all of those little things is key. So I hope you join me next Thursday. DM me if you want the link to the workshop. DM me, because I'm going to tell you, this is so good that I'm only doing it for free once. Like I said, I can't tell you how many hours I have into creating this, and I'm so proud of it. I am so proud of it. You will walk away with more information than you know what to do with, but you will be able to take to your provider and say, hey, let's do this because my TSH is this. So you're going to learn so much. So let me know. I'll send you the link. And man, I'm telling you, I don't know if these are going to last for my salad because it's really, really yummy. But I am going to try it with the collagen powder the next time because I think it'll make it a little more a little more cracker-like. I mean, this is cracker-like, but it's pretty delicate. All right, my friends, have an amazing weekend. It is beautiful and sunny here in Ohio. I hope you have the same. Enjoy.